Wandile Sihlobo wrote a very good book a couple of years ago called South Africa's Two Agricultures, and I would recommend it. And it highlights how, because of our past in South Africa, we have two very different types of agriculture. We've got largely communal, traditional agriculture, and then we have commercial agriculture. And it was with that knowledge in the back of our minds that when we put this project together, we said we need to break down those barriers and get some integration. And so we came up with this term of boundary spanning. And our project aimed to break that down. And so we deliberately included both communal farmers and commercial farmers and did everything we could to get them in the same room speaking about the same topic. And then on that score, the other sort of dimension in which we did boundary spanning was we said the uMngeni catchment is important, and in the very near future the uMkhomazi catchment is going to be important because a dam is going to be built there with a transfer scheme back into the uMngeni. So we wanted to span that boundary between those two catchments as well. So we really worked across both of those, and the center point, if you pull out a map and you put a dot on the map, ends up at the village of Kwanovuka. And Kwanovuka is just such a wonderful central point because it faces the uMngeni, and the water from that village flows through a very valuable flow into the uMngeni. But the people who live there are part of the communal farming sort of fraternity of Upland, which is in the uMkhomazi catchment. So the naming the study group after Kwanovuka or Kwanovuka was perhaps significant, and also the fact that Kwanovuka is the place of awakening, so that seemed appropriate. So this project's really set out to achieve boundary spanning, and in quite small ways. It put a smile on our faces at one of the meetings to see two folk, one a communal farmer, one a commercial farmer, exchanging phone numbers after a meeting. And I think, although that's such a small thing, in other ways that's a very big thing, and we try to do as much of that as possible. I suppose the other boundary spanning we did is that we were aware that a lot of people in the environmental realm are academics, and a lot of them don't set foot on the very farms where their work needs to and could be implemented. And so, particularly at our event in September, we made sure that we brought some of those academics who've done study and work and have an opinion on the management of this catchment in which the guys are farming. We got them into the room with the farmers and introduced them and got them around the same table and speaking. So that's our boundary spanning, and I think it was a core element of our project, and it was a sort of underlying theme of just about everything we did.